We welcome you to Blues Game Day live from Dallas, Texas. This is called the Big D. It's cold here too. I know we got a little bit of snow there in St. Louis, so maybe while you're warm up in front of the fireplace, stay away from the roads. Be careful out there. It can be dangerous. Yeah. So we're thinking about you back in St. Louis. Alongside Joe Vitale, I'm Darren Pang as we prepare for an 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. That's right. 8 o'clock start here tonight in Dallas.
Give me a long nap today.
Hopefully the players aren't like that, pal.
I hope not. We're going to get focused tonight. Yeah, absolutely. Late one tonight. But it's snowing in St. Louis. Hunker down in St. Louis. Stay off the roads like Darren said. And watch a hockey game tonight. It should be a good one.
I like that.
Yeah.
We've got some rugged news here. We'll start with some inventory here. And one would be Robert Thomas not available for the next couple of weeks. Boy, he went into the boards really, really hard on that one play. Scored a beautiful goal in the last game against Montreal, but that's a tough setback for a young man that's really taken some great strides. Bozak, as well, is not on the trip, so Tyler Bozak, the solid pro that he is. Alexander Steen is injured, but he's here. And obviously, with these injuries, you still have the availability of big Patrick Maroon as well. But let's start with Robert Thomas, Joe, and the setback that he has to face right now and how tough that is.
Yeah, I think that you looked at that game, and before that injury, that's the power play goal for me is what really got the Blues going in that game.
Yeah.
It was a complete opposite from the Dallas Stars game where you had the two power plays get going, and you really couldn't generate any momentum in that game. Well, they flipped it to the other side. Robert Thomas comes out last game, gets that power play goal, and the Blues really never look back. And then halfway through that period, he's going to the net hard, feeling confident in that game, and just the strides he's made and the growth he's made, and this is going to be a setback for him as he flies into the boards. Yeah. His whole neck and shoulder went in opposite directions. We saw him back on the bench and watched him from above. You had a closer look at him, but I thought, maybe it's just a little stinger, but about 5-10 seconds later, he starts walking off, and you knew that was going to be a tough blow, a very tough blow for the Blues coming up here, especially these next stretch of games.
When my son Tyler was young, he loved that Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
I think they've renamed it since then, and so we like to call Robert Thomas the Tank Engine sometimes, and that's what it was like when you flung it off the rails. He went in there hard, and I felt bad for him because there was no coming away from that. No. He was so excited too in that last game. He was getting some power play time. He was right in the middle of the ice, and boy, he's going to be a good one. Really good. We've had a really good look at other top players in the league. We saw Jesperi Kotkaniemi, third overall draft pick of the Montreal Canadiens. We've seen some players, Nolan Patrick, second overall pick for the Philadelphia Flyers, and Robert's had a chance to go head-to-head with a lot of these guys. We really get a good feel of how good he's going to be. Like, I get really excited when you think about comparing him to his peers and where his development is. He's really ahead of the curve.
He's right there, if not even above the curve. Yeah. And I looked at some of the players that were drafted around him in that year, and you have to compare because it's interesting to see how the Blues did. And
that's all you can do really is compare him to the players that were drafted in the same time, his peers.
I think the Blues got a diamond on this kid.
Me too.
He's been good at wing. I really like him at the center position. He loves being back at the center position. And he told me the other day, I like it because I love attacking the ice from the middle of the ice. When you attack from the middle, you have options either way. Sometimes I think he gets a little strung out on the wing where he has to be so dialed in to make one move or another move. But through the middle of the ice, he's been great.
Old stretch pass, chip it in play, which is so frustrating for skill players.
Especially a junior player.
I don't want to chip it in.
I
want to go.
I don't want to give you the puck.
I
have the
change.
puck.
I don't want to change. So,
if I give you the puck, I have to get the puck back, and that's hard.
I'm kind of dumb.
But, he's been great through the middle of the ice, and great teammate. His speed has just been more and more visible every single game. So a tough break for the young tank engine, but we're looking forward to getting him back here soon.
Okay, so let's take a look at evaluation of Mackenzie McEachran. Came up to play Sammy Blais. I think scoring a goal against Montreal is a real confidence booster for him, but I think he's got to continually keep his foot on the gas. Sammy Blais, that is. His assets are his forecheck ability to get in on the, as Steve Ott says, get some skin. Make sure you get the man on the forecheck. So this road trip will be big for Sammy Blais, for McEachran. One player we got to talk about is Oscar Sundqvist.
Oh, your boy.
Oh, my goodness.
He's your boy.
But really, is he growing on everybody? Like,
he's awesome.
In such a positive way. And to see him make that move again, his goals just haven't been normal goals. We're not talking about mucking and grinding and shoot from the from an angle and have it bump off somebody or squeeze through the goal. These are magnificent goal scorers' goals.
They are.
I mean, fake to the left, go to the right, and beat Carey Price inside the post. Wow. Falling on your back and knocking one in on the short side. Like, this has been A revelation.
Oh my God, revelation. That's the word. I'm going to use
Wow.
that tonight. And this is what his game has been. And I called him a chameleon during the game today because he just continues to adjust.
Yes, he does.
To whatever situation Craig Berube puts him in. You put him in any situation. And to think that he was maybe in and out of the lineup at the beginning of this year, then he's solid on that fourth line. He starts killing penalties. Now he's on the power play. Now he's in on the forecheck. And now he looks like one of the fastest Blues players we have. I mean, he just continues to grow his game. And he's been the biggest surprise for me this season. So much fun to watch. He's a character in the locker room. Guys really like him a lot, and just a great attitude.
But how about we often use this phrase when the door opens, you got to jump in and shut the door behind you and take advantage of the opportunity. I mean, a lot of players, quite frankly, get that opportunity and don't seize it.
Mm-hmm.
He has seized it.
He has,
and in
more ways than one.
And I often tell players, it's not always. It's about the effort you give every single time you're on the ice. Yeah. It's not. Someone's always watching.
Yeah.
You want the respect of your peers. He's got the respect of the players that he plays against now and the way that he plays. It wouldn't surprise me if he jumps up in that hole that Robert Thomas is vacating now. Yeah. Boy, we've got. I think we've got a little speed in this lineup.
I think we do. Yeah.
Robbie Fabry looked a little bit more comfortable in the last game, and
he's
I know
looking better.
He's trying to get into a groove. Made a beautiful backhand pass.
Oh man,
beautiful,
that was unbelievable backhand. Aerial.
Yeah.
That was sweet.
David Perron's on a roll.
Yes.
This is his high, his career high in a point streak, 9 games. Mm-hmm. Phenomenal stuff.
Yeah, the chemistry between those two, him and O'Reilly, continue to impress.
O'Reilly was good the last game, huh?
Oh man, I feel like he was. Yeah. He didn't have an assist on every goal, but I feel like he was a part of almost every goal. He drew a penalty there, led to the power play. Just incredibly visible, all nice face-offs.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forget what they were after the game.
He was at 80% after 2 periods.
I think he took over 30 face-offs.
Yeah, Montreal didn't have a sniff in the face-off dot. That was a real tough part for them. Obviously, starting this road trip, it's a tough one. Mm-hmm. We're in Dallas. They beat the Blues the last time out. Tyler Seguin had 2 goals. Ben Bishop stood on his head. The power play wasn't very good for the Blues, but it improved the special teams, a power play goal and a shorthanded goal against Montreal. We're looking behind us here are the Dallas Stars skating. Usually the starting goaltender's in the first and third period net. Mm-hmm. That would be over there. That would be over there. That'd be over there. But that's Hudobin over there.
He's too short.
And Bish is over there.
I don't have my glass on, but that doesn't look like Bishop. He's too short.
No, that would surprise me.
It would me too.
Unless something's amiss, or maybe he just likes to go in that net. But I was really impressed with Bishop in that last game. And the Blues have got to find a way against a big goalie to hit the net.
Yeah.
Against Vancouver, against Jacob Markstrom, who's 6'5", covers a lot of net. They miss the net a lot. Mm-hmm. Against Ben Bishop, although Ben made several unbelievable saves and he was a difference in the game, they missed the net a lot.
They did.
And I'm wondering, as a shooter, when the guy's that big, do you fine-tune it so much that you're looking for the perfect shot instead of just shooting the puck?
I don't know, but it seemed that way for sure in that third period. Yeah. I mean, we had maybe 8 to 10. It felt like 8 to 10 great A's.
Yes.
Great A's in that third period. Yeah. Perron missed the net on one. Barbashev was on the side of the net. I think Lindell dove and blocked the shot. I mean, we had opportunities to come in that game. Looking back at that game, it was just a hole I don't think we could just climb out of. I thought the Blues came out a little sleepy. Craig Berube called that timeout, ignited a little fire in the group. And then from there, they had a great game. 5-on-5 was exceptional. They took the play to the Dallas Stars all night. But again, Ben Bishop, they ran into a pretty hot goaltender.
The goalies in this league are pretty good.
Oh, man. He was on fire.
You got to find a way sometimes to generate something ugly.
Yeah.
Off to the side deflections. You've got to be on your game against a goalie like that. Or this is just me talking. If you have the discipline and you're going up against a goalie, let's say it is Ben Bishop tonight, even if it's Hudobin, good down low, sometimes you've got to sacrifice a shot from the outside that you think is a scoring chance for a secondary opportunity.
Yeah.
Fire it off the pads. Yeah. I know that's not what 700 goal scorers want to do, but they're not here anymore.
Right.
So fire it off the pad, crash the net, center lane drive, do whatever it takes to make it a little bit more uncomfortable for the opposition.
Yeah, create opportunities for your line mates, and I think that's just simple hockey, and simple hockey is something I think they want to do on the road, and that's how you win games on the road. So I look forward to that tonight here. But, a top-heavy lineup for the Dallas Stars. We were talking about a little bit this morning. The Stars lost to Philly a couple nights ago, and, Jim Montgomery, the head coach, said that we're still lacking a lot of secondary scoring.
And we're
lacking depth, and they are. Yeah. So is it a situation tonight where if you take away that top line, the Blues should be successful?
I think so.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, it's hard. The matchup game, I think Jim Montgomery is a rookie head coach in the NHL. I think he does a very good job. I think he hides those players. They're not on distinct face-off matchups. He gets them on the fly a lot.
Yeah.
And that's hard for the opposition to get that matchup. But I still think you've got to play every great player hard anyway. So I think the Blues D have done a good job of that. Play him hard. Jordan Binnington looks like he's going to get the nod in goal for the St. Louis Blues. They can ride the youngster who's been terrific so far in 2 games. So it all starts tonight. It's on KMOX. It's a 7:30 pregame show with Curbs and the great Joe Vitale. And same thing on the TV side in the pregame show with Scott and Bernie as well on Fox Sports Midwest. So we hope you enjoy your day. Again, stay safe. Get the dogs outside. Get them running around in the snow, that kind of stuff. Wear them out a little bit. Right, Joe?
That's right, buddy.
Sounds pretty good, big guy. And we'll see you tonight. Or you'll listen tonight. You're going to do one of the 2 things tonight. And it's the St. Louis Blues and it's the Dallas Stars. For Joe Vitale, I'm Darren Robert Pang. Have a great day.